We've got a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Western Michigan Broncos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Western Michigan head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll leave it with the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout.
What the fuck? He be throwing this shit weird as hell.
Almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Now they'll run it to the right here. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Looking downfield, it's Lowry.
Good shit.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Broncos looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Get out of
Going
there.
the other way, and he's got room.
Out of there.
He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running inside, it's Buckley. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job of getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Maybe a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
To the air, it's Lowry.
That's me.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Oh my God, he's wide the
And they
fuck
dialed
open,
up
bro.
a shot
Wide
play, but
open.
they couldn't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Using his legs, it's Buckley. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Oh, come on.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Looking for space to the left. Zips it out to his man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the first.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Dang.
And he walks his in for the
Fucking
score.
horrible.
Touchdown, Broncos!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Trying to run, it's Green. Shakes off the defender. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fires to the big fella. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
As a defense, you get so excited with those 3rd down stops, and you throw the fist in the air, right? Forcing the 4th down, but you got to stay.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The corners are walked up tight. Rides to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Could be an alley. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Freeman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. He wants to go deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? To the air, it's Lowry. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, come on.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Just steamrolling the defense. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Buckley. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
facing a 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll try to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this offense, man, it's just been one of those days. And they're not going to want to watch the tape, but they haven't put up a bunch of points. They're getting scored on a lot. It's one of those days you want to forget, and adding a drop to the tally is just a cherry on the sundae.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Across the 25. Touchdown, Cougars. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
And the ball's loose.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Finding some room. All the way. Touchdown, Washington State.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
King Dash says sub be only a few more weeks till preseason.
All
This
right.
is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Lowry. throws to the wideout.
Oh my God! Why the fuck he ain't jump up for the ball?
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions.
Literally
no
right
doubt.
there,
It's going to be the
man.
same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Buckley. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The Broncos fight back and take the lead. Follow the blocker.
Yeah, a few more weeks of the preseason. My God. Don't see what we look like. I'll be on.
We are at SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, Virginia. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Old Dominion Monarchs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with Old Dominion's head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Roach. There's some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got a man. It's Roach. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Looking for a man. It's Potter. Fires to the right. He's got it.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. He's running free down the middle. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on. Gonna let it fly." Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Potter.
Oh, I'm about to say, come on.
And this is going to be incomplete
How
on
you get
3rd.
caught up?
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Wide open spaces. He's brought down, but... before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout.
Ah, good dude.
Tosses it incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him.
Oh, my God.
Got him downfield.
Damn.
Working their way closer and closer closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Running inside, it's Roach. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Monarchs have pushed it inside the 20. Defense might bring the house here. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together, and you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Back's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Monarchs. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Past the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late. First half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They
Good win.
King Dash says he really rage quit low.
Right. Cause I've been trying to figure out that how to beat that mid blitz. I finally figured that shit out. Finally did. At least I think I did. We gonna see though. I'm gonna keep trying it out because everybody keep using it. Once I figured out how to line up the blocks, good.
King Dash says no, you had him beat on the run.
Glad to have you with us from
I had to keep doing it, man.
Washington and
Had to.
Martin Stadium. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse
Don't keep
Palmer
trying
with you.
it, though.
Holly Rowe working the sideline.
That
We'll
works.
check in with her shortly.
I think I played against a big yet.
Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Offense in a bunch formation.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue. Ready, go.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Washington State lines up quickly.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. Got a little grass. The tag. Touchdown, Wazoo! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Good job.
On the option. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Creates a little room. There he goes. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep.
Oh, wow.
Might have a chance. Got enough for the 1st. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The option look. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, midshipman.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, my God. He did not.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
A run for the quarterback. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. There's a crease. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keeps it on first down. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Navy! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Here we go, ready. Ready, go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Good defense.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
3rd down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Throwing right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
The give to the fullback.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
On the option. Pulls it again on the option. Here's a little room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
It's complete on the right side. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Pressure coming, and to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And down he goes. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
Here we go. Go, go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Woodson. That's caught, it's Bryant. just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. No good. Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. And here comes the Navy offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Calls his own number. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the stick.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football.
What's up with this dude, man. He hasn't been throwing right today.
They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. Defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The give to the fullback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll run it with the jet sweep. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here comes the option. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The option, the keeper. He'll toss it. Makes it. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Ready? 2-14 close. 2-14 close.
Gets the back moving. Robinson again. Got enough space. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those...
Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Goes to the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, the secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. They'll send the back in motion. running to green. Maybe some room here.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. The play action fake. Under fire. Complete to the right. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mitch.
I gotta find a way to stop that shit. I think you have some kind of macro.
Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. They'll snag it just inside the 10. He goes down for a loss on
the... What was that? That was weird as hell. I'll take that easy win, though. I only need like 4 or 3 more wins. Let me see. Somebody. Only need 3 more. Should have been 1 more. God, I've been playing so.
Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. It's the Army Black Knights and the Washington State Cougars. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Black Knights ready to kick it away first. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Ready. 180. Ready, go.
Quick handoff.
Whoa.
Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Right down the boulevard. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Black Knights racing to the line in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to fire on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Maybe a crease. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now on the option. Keeps it on the option. The pitch. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
Ready. Wide 53. Go, go.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Just feeds the running back. Could be an alley. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Washington State going quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Going deep. Catch inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Down, ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Go, go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone.
I had the fuck open.
Pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offense
Oh,
has
it's
shined.
crazy, dog. You out of
And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll run the option. The option, he'll keep it.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The option look. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Love the play call on offense there. Third down, you're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be three different places almost at once. Is it the dive man, is it the quarterback, or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback. They pick up a nice gain and get the first down.
On the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pulls it and runs it again. Finding some room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open.
Oh, there's a loose football in the bad pitch.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left.
This shit.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. What a grab with one hand. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, what a catch by the big tight end. They got those big old huge mitts, those big dudes. So nice job sticking up in the air, and it just sticks to it. Makes the nice spectacular grab.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. There's some room. He is in. Touchdown, Washington State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running the read option to the left.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field.
Good shit.
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, running backs pride themselves on ball security, and you know the saying, if you put it on the ground, you might be on the sideline. It'll be interesting to see what the coaching staff will do with this guy after he fumbled that last one.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into the end zone.
What they call?
And he's in for the touchdown.
Illegal forward pass. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
On the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and
What's
take
up,
the score off the board.
Thanks for the hardening, bro.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Never a doubt. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers.
Come on,
Don't always
man,
love
just
leaving it on
trying
their
to learn
foot,
this shit.
so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
S says I hope you're winning.
I won a couple too.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
S says good.
Here's the handoff.
What's up?
And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime.
Yeah, I won a couple. I lost some too. I'm still learning, man. Still learning. Should have had a touchdown.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half.
S says, is it different?
And
Yeah,
it'll
it's
come
way
out to the
different.
25.
I didn't
No
play
attempt at
last
a
year's.
return.
I didn't like last year's, but I actually like this one.
The Black Knights offense will go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys.
Yeah, I'm hoping
so
that they bring
getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here
college
would be huge.
basketball, hopefully. Hoping.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab on the left.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
S says, sheesh, that would be nice, or just NBA streets.
Not NBA.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Good shit.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to fire deep.
I just take that.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
All right.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. Once he got some room, it was over.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Man, that is crazy.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense in press coverage. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a third and long. The give to the big fullback. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. They'll turn to the read option, looking for the first down marker. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Handoff to the single back.
Got
a little grass. The 30. The 20. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
And if you're an offensive coordinator, you're like, whoa, thank you, Jesus. We got the lead. We're in a great situation. We got to continue to put pressure on the defense, run that clock in the second half with our...
Touchdown, Washington State. And the pummeling has started.
And you talk about wasting no time. That's what this offense just did. First play,
appreciate you running up the lights,
explosive play,
appreciate you,
second
dog.
play, ready to rock and roll, two-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Paul.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, the big fellas, they got to catch the ball in the middle of the field. I mean, this is the area you want to work with them. You get that big body dragging across the formation, and you can throw it, and you can miss so high with these guys, but they got the soft hands usually, and he probably wants that one back.
Quarterback keep. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo. Doing it himself again. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up fourth down.
95-96 sprints. 28-29 bounce. Square. Check. Check. 89-19 fireball. 89-19 fireball. Go.
On fourth down, they'll try the read option on the right. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the single back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And the crazy thing is, I've been running to a lot of them
See
today.
if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Power football with the run. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
That's the team.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late
that's
in
the
the
team I'm
game.
playing
The
against.
defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Says I knew that'll matter.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Red 54, go!
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but...
You think you did something? You think you
Obviously,
did
this
something?
game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are
come
always
back,
looking
man.
for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being
Don't
blown
come
out.
back,
They're probably not
y'all.
going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Hand off to the fullback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the
About to come
30-yard
back,
line.
y'all.
And the Black Knights want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, looking for it
About
on
to
the
come
read.
back, y'all.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. DB's right up on the receivers. On the option.
Says the ball got 7 points.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
Says bro
Tackle
got
is
7
made
points.
right at
It's
the
Cardinals.
20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And I know
We
you
do
can play
hitting
these
pause
late
like it's,
game
2K.
situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Whole time I thought I was shooting.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Washington State going back to work on 1st down.
Ready, go!
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Ready! Go!
Back to the ground with the running back. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. It's complete to the left. Might have a chance. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds.
What you showboating for, man?
Pick up on that one.
Do that shit again.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
Showboat again.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
A Frenchie. Yeah, that sounded about right.
The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Here we go. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Hey, move. Ready, go.
Here comes the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Damn.
Trying to get to the marker himself. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
Ready, go.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Offense in a bunch formation. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Yeah, but heard about this game, bro.
And the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the
trash, man. he that hurt. I think I figured out the option, how to stop it. I wish I would have figured out that last game.
Says he left.
Yeah, finally. Finally left. Start the new season. I ain't made the playoffs in a while because I've been trying to get this playbook. I gotta play better though.
Welcome to the Rocket City of Houston and Rice Stadium. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Rice Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started.
All right.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. Ready.
He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stop.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Basic run plays. I don't need him.
Come on, man. Why you gotta come for me like that, dog?
And get the sticks moving.
The Owls are rolling down the field.
Ready.
Motion from the wide receiver. Goes to the option.
Stop.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need...
There's a crease.
Damn, y'all.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good.
Stop.
We got this.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Shoots it to the left.
Oh, shit. I could have picked
Excellent
that.
coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That's some pretty sticky coverage right there, man. You play that man-to-man coverage and you have those out-breaking routes. I tell you what, you got to kind of be careful as a QB how much you want to attack that, especially when the coverage is so tight. He does a good job staying glued to the receiver and knocking the football down.
Using his legs, it's Jackson.
Stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for a loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. Makes a man miss. At the 40, there he goes. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the ground. He's got it again.
Oh, shit.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Ooh, pancake.
Here's a little room there.
Pancake.
At the 20. Touchdown, Wazoo. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Whoever running up the lights, man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Ready. Blue 22.
Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. He'll keep it again on the option. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Nice option.
We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
S says bless you.
Appreciate you, Sean.
Bender. Icy.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws it deep.
Shit.
Hits him in stride
Play.
inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
William O'Neal, what's up, man?
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down.
Shit.
He's got enough, and
I
they
didn't mean to
roll
do
the
that.
dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. the run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Over. Go.
He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Brown will throw it. Time to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 1 second, you feel your own goalpost breathing down your neck. Now you're searching for the end zone.
180 raise car. 180 raise car. Set hot.
On the option. He'll do it himself. Maybe some room here. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all.
There we
And
go.
that one is picked up in
Damn,
the
why
end
would you come
zone.
out?
He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
Come on, the false start. They didn't even give me enough time to do anything.
Might be changing the route. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're...
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles.
Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. The 10. Touchdown, Cougar! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he tacks on the extra point. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Inside the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll run the option.
Oof.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Ready? Move it. Set hot.
Brown will throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. Got him in the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
The option look. They'll try the run. Going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch.
Hey, man. That boy took off, man. I don't even know how many yards he had. One more. Need one more. One more win. Gotta find my playbook.
Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly.
Oh, okay.
Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
Hit his ass.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants to go deep.
Good defense.
It's
Shit.
broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Wants to return it.
Shit.
Really good job by the coverage
Should've
team
been
to
able to
make the
turn
stop,
up.
and that's where they'll put it in play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cougars in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires.
Catch.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. They'll try it over the left side. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Red 54, go, go!
Might as well stick with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Looking for the score.
Wide open.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And, man, it's really nice when you start to have a QB that understands exactly what the situation is. 3rd down, like my execution, not trying to make big plays. How can I move the sticks, get myself another set of downs? Nice job by the QB understanding that, being on the same page with his receiver.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Jamison. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, fuck. I was trying to pick that up.
Make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot.
Give me them.
Oh, it's picked off.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Oh, what's up
And he
with y'all
never had a
blocking?
chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out.
Shit.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll work his way down to the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield on first down.
Oh, my God.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. So now it's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Could be an alley. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Cougars. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how
you got me.
You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26.
Hell no.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Crosses the 40.
Got to get that boy hurt.
At the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Warhawks come to the line in the hurry up.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
To the air on 2nd down.
Oh, we got it.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
Got it.
With the pick six. Touchdown, Washington State.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Dang.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took?
All right, man,
I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Not a good
So
scene.
far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to explore.
Ooh.
Makes the grab in their space.
Ooh.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like that back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the end zone.
Give me them.
Picked off for the 3rd time today.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The defense there to make the stop, but he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, my.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
He ain't throw that right at all.
What a play to set him up. Got some room to run.
That was something.
Touchdown, Warhawks. A pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. the pick six.
That was so.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Right down the middle. He makes a catch.
Okay,
Oh, man, he might have some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Tight end finds a soft spot. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Warhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They'll open the second half on the
swear I
ground.
didn't go that way.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go right back to him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run play action. He'll try to do it himself. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his...
Finding some room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Oh, what a move. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys.
Deep shot for the end zone.
Woo! Finally threw that shit
In
right.
the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
From inside his own 10. The hit knocks it loose.
Boy,
They
that
put
did
it
it.
on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. And the Warhawks are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The short hands, it's Anderson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, he can't hold the catch, and the ball's loose.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. The keeper on the option. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to...
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid...
We finally got them 30 wins. Finally got them 30 wins. the game now. That shit again. Doing it again. Sign out for the rest of the night, man. Y'all have a good night. It's looking slow on getting the matchmaking. Show y'all sub up. Follow. I'll be back on sometime tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.